Welcome to another episode of This Goose is Cooked, where we review books intended for our future generations. Today's book, Nuts to You, by Lois Ehlert, published by Harcourt Brace Janovic Publishers. Insert nuts joke here. Nuts to You is a verse novel with some nice rhymes. The pictures weren't half bad either, but Lois did something I've never seen before and put labels next to some of the objects in the pictures, like peanut or tulip bulb. She must have been so insecure about her artistic skills, she had to tell you just in case you couldn't figure out what she drew. Nuts to You is written through the eyes of a stalker, who I assume is the author. The stalker follows a squirrel around their city apartment and eventually feeds it. I'm starting to realize some city people really love squirrels. Go to the zoo or something. There are better animals out there to watch. The book starts with the stalker looking at a squirrel in a tree, saying that the squirrel would rather live with her. She proceeds to show everyone the address of her apartment on the next page, almost inviting visitors. The author or the stalker decides to wait for a long period of time until the squirrel comes down from the tree. She admits the squirrel is trying to hide, but convinces herself he wants to come inside her home. The accounts of the squirrel's actions go on, and it's at this point when you realize the squirrel isn't innocent either. He digs up flowers and steals birdseed. He's a criminal who brings nothing to the community. The squirrel then sneaks up to the windowsill, and he turns it around on the stalker and creepily watches her eat and begs for food. He is more and more looking like a freeloader or a drifter who takes advantage of charitable citizens. It also looks like he is casing the place for shit to steal from outside the window. The stalker is either an idiot or a complete genius. She opens up the window to get some fresh air, and I'm doing air quotes. Well, she didn't know there was a tear in the screen, and that little bastard got in. The squirrel is just rummaging around through all of her shit. The stalker doesn't seem to mind that this lowlife is in her house, so maybe she actually got what she wanted. She runs and gets her nuts out for the squirrel and starts clanging them around to get his attention. The stalker actually shouts, "Nuts to you! Ha ha ha!" I added the chuckles for effect. She claims she knew he would come out when he heard that. Like a drug addict, he scampers out looking around all sketchy, and then puts her nuts in his mouth. He has all of her nuts and runs off. But the stalker knows she has him hooked, and keeps her nuts in her pocket, and shouts, "Nuts to you!" every time he comes around. This is why you don't give a lowlife like this anything, because they will be back every day asking you for more. But at the end of the day, this lonely stalker gets exactly what she wanted, so maybe they were meant for each other. At the very end of the book, the author gives you fun facts about squirrels. So you do learn something in this book, and the pictures were entertaining. While I didn't really like the storyline, I'll give this book a 2.9. I'll have a taste, push it around on my plate, and go back for a second or third bite. This goose is cooked. Join us next time for another in-depth book review.